children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well and studying well. So children, isn't science interesting? You know about so many things around you, within you. So it's like, trying to give us an explanation about each and everything that happens around us. So let's talk about force, work and energy and how much it makes an impact on our life. Alright, so let's talk about applications of force, types of forces, work done and energy and its forms. Alright, so in our daily life, we find that an effort is required to move a body at rest or to stop a moving body. So this effort, it is known as force. Okay? In fact, no one has seen force or tasted force. However, we see or feel the effect of force. Some of the common effects of force are: a force can move a body that is at rest. Example, when we kick a football kept on the ground with our foot, the football moves. A force may stop a moving body. Example, when a player catches a moving cricket ball, the force applied by player's hands stops the moving ball. A force can change the speed of a body. Example, after touching the ball softly, the ball stops moving. A force may change the direction of a moving body. Example, when a moving cricket ball is hit by a bat, the cricket ball moves in different direction. Okay? A force may change the size and shape of a body. Example, when we press a balloon between hands, okay, the shape of the balloon changes. So force is defined as push or pull. Okay? So children, what is force? Force is a push or a pull. Okay? So when we push something, like when you are hitting something, you are actually pushing something. Okay? When you are stopping something, you are pulling something, you are catching something. Okay? So what is force? Force is something that can help a body or a matter to move. Okay? It is something that can stop something from moving or help something to move. So force is an effort, okay, that we apply. Okay? So we cannot see force, we cannot taste it, okay, or we cannot hear it, but we can feel it. So when you are pushing something that is really very heavy, okay, the amount of effort that requires is higher. So you feel that your body strength is being used over there in a larger quantity. Okay, you're pushing it hard so that it moves. Okay. Similarly, when something is falling on you and you're trying to stop it, okay, or avoid it, that means you're trying to push it away from you. So you're trying to apply a force to it. So force is something that can help anything to move, something that is at rest, okay, to move. Suppose a table is there, it is at rest, okay, it is just lying there. When you apply force to it, it moves, okay, it moves with the force. Okay, so that means you can move a body at rest. Okay, then you can stop a moving body. Suppose you catch a ball that is coming towards you, you're stopping it from moving. Okay, then a force can change the speed of a body. So suppose a ball is coming towards you in a speed, okay, and you just keep your hand in between and it bounces on your hand, it stops. Okay, so that means it can stop the movement of the body, of a speedy body. Okay, a force may change the direction of a moving body. So it can change the direction also of the body that is moving. Okay, so example over here is like, when a cricket ball is hit by a bat. Okay, when the ball can move in any direction. Similarly, when you are playing football also, when you kick the ball, it can go in any direction. So that force is changing the direction of that body. Alright, now it can also change the size and shape of the body. So suppose you are playing with a, you get these stress balls, okay, or something that is quite flexible type of thing. So when you grab it in your hand, okay, you see that the shape changes. When you leave it, it goes back to its original shape. So that's when it shows that the force can change the shape also, okay, of something that is flexible. Okay, so when we press a balloon between our hand, the shape of the balloon changes. So these are the different ways, these are the different things that a force can do. Okay, it can push things, it can pull things. Okay, it can make an object move, it can stop an object, it can change the directions, and it can change the shape as well. Alright, so now there are different types of forces. One, muscular force, okay, the force exerted by the muscles of a body. Okay, so when we use our muscles to push something or to pull something, that is known as the muscular force. Okay, then is the mechanical force. Now the mechanical force means, mechanic means machines. So any force that has been exerted by the machines is known as the mechanical force. Okay. Then you have gravitational force. Okay. What is the gravitational force? It's the force by which the earth, okay, pulls an object towards it. So the apple falling from the tree is the gravitational force. Okay. Frictional force. Okay. A moving body stops, okay, or slows down or stops, okay, on its own is due to frictional force. So when you just slide a ball, okay, on the ground, you will see that after some time it automatically stops. What is that? That is the frictional force. Okay. Now magnetic force. What is the magnetic force? It is the force exerted by a magnet, okay, on the objects of iron. So magnetic force is something that magnet attracts iron. Okay. So iron objects are, if you hold a magnet in front of iron objects made of iron, like nails or anything else that is made up of iron, you will see that the moment you hold a magnet in front, they will all get attracted towards it. Okay. Now, so these are the different types of forces, like the muscular, mechanical, gravitational, frictional, and magnetic force. Okay. So when we use a catapult, okay, to hit a stone or something on the tree or something like that to play with, okay, that is known as the elastic force. So it is you stretching that object and releasing it, okay, and then the stone that you have in it, okay, it goes onto the body, towards the body where you are throwing it. Okay. So that's using an elastic force. Okay. Then the gravitational force of the earth means that any object falling down towards the earth, okay, is the gravitational force. Magnetic force, I've already told you about the nails. If you keep iron nails, they will get attracted towards the magnet that is kept over there. All right. Now let's talk about an activity here. What you have to do is you have to try to push a heavy almirah, okay, and tell us, does it move? Okay. Two more of your friends, okay, join you. What happens now? Does the almirah move? It moves because all of you are applying force in the same direction. So if you try to move a heavy object on your own, it slightly moves, okay, or does not move at all. But when you 4 or 5 of you all come together and try to apply force on it, it moves swiftly. Okay. So that means the more the force, the more the object moves. Okay. Now, what is work? Okay. Work is said to be done if the force applied on the object moves the object in the direction of force. Okay. So, work done is equal to force applied on an object, the amount of force that you are applying on the object, multiplied by the distance covered by an object. So when you want to shift something from one place to another, the amount of force that you apply, okay, on that object and get it fixed into another place, okay, is the total amount of work done, okay, for the shifting of that object. Okay. For example, a coolie carrying a load upstairs is doing some work, but the coolie holding the load on his head does no work. Okay. though he may be tired, but the luggage has not moved. Okay. So, if you push a wall, you are not doing any work, as you could not move the wall. So, when a coolie is just standing there, holding the luggage on top of his head, okay, that means no work is done. But when the coolie is walking upstairs with the load, that means he is applying force to it, and that means the work is done. Okay, that means the object is being carried from one place to another. Now, no work is done when you are pushing the wall. The wall stays there only. Does it move? No. That means no work is done. When it moves, when something moves, that means the work is done. Alright. Now, what are simple machines? Sometimes we have to use some tools to do work. Such tools are called as simple machines. Okay. Example, we use a pair of scissors to cut it, to cut something. Here scissors is what? It's a tool, okay, or a simple machine. These simple machines, they help to us to do work faster. Okay. So, simple machines help us to do the work faster and with lesser efforts. Okay. So, some examples of simple machines are lever. Okay. It is used to lift weights or cut articles, okay, like seesaw, nutcracker. Okay, when there is a nutcracker, it's a tool which is used to crack nuts. Okay, then there is a bottle opener, when you buy a soft drink, okay, which does not have the other cap but has a metal cap on it. You see that you have to open it with a bottle opener. Okay, so that's a lever. Then inclined plane. What is inclined plane? It is used to move heavy objects to a higher or lower place, okay, like a wooden plank or a ramp which is there, to which helps to move the objects up or down. Okay. So, example, a wooden plank which is used to load heavy objects onto truck. Okay. Then pulley. What is a pulley? It is used to raise or lower a weight and has a grooved wheel and a rope. Example, to draw water from the well. So, if you look at the diagram, you will see that this girl is drawing water from the well. So, there is a pulley attached to it. It is like a wheel attached to it, which has the rope tied to it, and then there is a bucket on one side and a loose end of the rope on the other side. So, when you are trying to pull water, so the pulley helps you to pull the water, draw the water out of the well easily, okay, with not too much of effort. Okay. Now, wheel and axle. Okay. The wheel is a larger object and it rotates around the smaller circular object called axle. So, example, a steering wheel, okay, a bicycle pedal and a screwdriver. So, these are all wheel and axle. Okay. So, there is a wheel and then there is an axle. So, bicycle pedal, if you see, it helps to apply the force in a better manner. Okay. Screw. What is a screw? It looks like a nail with grooves. Okay. So, there are grooves on it which helps them to get fixed into a hole easily. Okay. It is used to hold things together. Now, what is a wedge? The wedge has two inclined planes ending in sharp edges. Okay. So, the wedge has sharp edges. This helps in cutting the hard things. Example, axe, knife, razor. These are all what? These are all examples of wedge. Okay. It has two inclined planes ending in sharp edges. Now, you have to do this activity here. Aim. You have to make a screw. Material required, a pen or a pencil and a square sheet of paper. Okay. So, what you do is form from a sheet of paper, cut a right angle triangle. Okay. So, right angle triangle is what you cut from it. Color the inclined edge and wrap the paper around on the pencil. Okay. So, then you have to color the inclined edge, okay, towards that side, and then you have to wrap the paper on the pencil as shown in the adjoining figure. Now, what will you observe? That the grooves of a screw will be formed by the colored inclined edge. Okay. So, try doing this exercise. Okay. Now, let's talk about energy. What is energy? It is the ability to do work, okay? So, energy is needed for laughing, it is needed for eating, for playing, for breathing, and so on. So, for everything that we do, we need energy. So, all living things, they need energy. Now, from where do we get this energy? What are the different sources from where we get the energy? Sun. Sun is the ultimate source of energy, okay? The green plants do photosynthesis and they make their own food. The food is eaten by animals, they depend directly or indirectly on the plants, okay? So, sun is the ultimate source of energy. So, that's the main source from where we get all the energy to do things. The plants get energy to prepare their own food, okay? Animals are dependent on plants. There are certain animals which are dependent on other animals. Humans are also dependent on plants and animals. So, in other words, everybody is dependent on each other, okay? And sun is the main source of energy. Without food, it's going to be very difficult for anyone to survive. Now, apart from that, sun's energy is also known as solar energy, and we use it to cook food. Okay, how do you lit fire? Okay, with the energy that we get through sun. Okay, so solar energy is used to cook food. Okay, to heat the water. Okay, in the water heater or solar cookers and all. So, solar energy, it can also be used to generate electricity. Okay, nowadays people have started using solar panels wherein the sun's energy is trapped, okay, in those panels, and then it is used to generate electricity or get light in the evenings. All right. Now, let's talk about wind. Wind is the next source of energy. Okay, the blowing air has energy. By this energy, blades of windmill or sail of boat, they can be turned. By the movement of windmill, electricity can be generated. So, if you have gone on the outskirts, okay, you will generally see these big windmills which are there. Now, what happens over here? Okay, the air that is flowing in the air around us, okay, has energy in it. Now, by this energy, blades of the windmill, okay, like how our fan moves, okay, similarly windmill also has blades. The way the fan has blades, even the windmills have blades. So, these windmills, okay, the blades of the windmill, they move, okay, or sail of a boat can be turned. So, by this movement, okay, of the windmill, electricity can be generated. Now, water is another source of energy. Flowing water has energy. By pouring water on turbine, it can be moved and electricity can be generated. So, in this manner, electricity can be generated by using water as well. Okay? Now, let's look at the form of energy. How can we find energy in different forms? Energy in different forms like light energy. Okay? This energy helps us to see things. Okay? Because of light energy, we are able to see things clearly, okay, around us. Electrical energy, okay, it is used to run the washing machine, it is used to run the refrigerator or any electrical equipments. Heat energy, it is the energy which is possessed when coal, oil, gas, etc. are burnt, okay. Then you have the chemical energy. Energy possessed by coal, fuel, etc. This is all chemical energy. Okay. Geothermal energy. It is the heat energy of the earth. Okay. Geothermal. It's from the energy that we get from the earth. Okay. Sound energy. Energy possessed by the vibration of objects. Okay. Vibrating objects. Mechanical energy. In electric motors, electric energy is changed into mechanical energy. Okay. Atomic energy. Energy comes after splitting of an atom. So, when an atom splits, okay, atomic energy is generated. It can be used in generating electricity or weapons that kill many people. Okay. Now, energy can be changed from one form to another. Okay, so we do our different activities with the help of energy. Okay, we get this energy from food. So in television, electrical energy is converted into light and sound. Okay, that's why we are able to see the pictures or the characters on the screen and also able to hear them. So the car moves because of the energy of fuel. Okay, so these are the different matters in which we can use the energy, and energy can be converted from one form to the other form. Alright, so now let's do a quick revision of whatever we have studied in the chapter. Push or pull is a force. Okay, force can move a body, stop a moving body, change the speed of a body, change the direction of a moving body. It can change the size and the shape of a body. Okay, work is done when force moves an object through a certain distance. Okay, work is made easier by using simple machines. And energy is the ability to do work. Different forms of energy are interchangeable. Alright, now let's do these exercises to figure out how much you followed the chapter. Alright, now tick the correct option. Tools make work easy, soft, complex, hard. They make our work easy. In electric motors, electrical energy is changed into mechanical energy, wind energy, solar energy or geothermal energy. In electric motors, electrical vehicle energy is changed into mechanical energy. The energy due to internal heat of the earth is called solar, hydro energy, wind energy or geothermal energy. It is the geothermal energy. A force may move a body from rest, stop a moving body, change the size and shape of an object, or all of the above. It's all of the above. The ultimate source of energy is sun, wind, water or food. It is the sun. Okay. Now fill in the blanks. The food which we eat has stored dash energy. What type of energy has the food that we eat stored into it? It is the chemical energy. Okay. Push or pull is called force. The force that opposes motion of a body is frictional force. The tools which make our work easier are called simple machines, and work done is equal to force multiplied by the distance travelled. Okay. Now write T for true and F for false statements. Force is a push and pull that changes only the direction of an object. It is false. It can do many other things. Okay. The force can make a moving body stop. Yes, true. Energy is the ability to do work. Yes. The energy of moving body or water is used to generate electricity. Yes. Okay. The energy due to internal heat of the earth is called hydro energy. No, it is called geothermal energy. Okay. Coal, fuel is, they are chemical energy. Falling water is hydro energy. Moving air is wind energy. Vibrating object, sound energy, and plants use this to make food. They use the solar energy to make food. Alright, now the energy of sun is called solar energy or thermal energy. It is the solar energy. Gravitational force or frictional force opposes the movement of a rolling ball. It is the frictional force. Okay, the capacity of doing work is called energy or force. It is energy. All our actions need energy, or machines, they need energy. Okay. Now answer in one word. The source of energy used by a moving sailboat is the wind energy. Okay. The ultimate source of energy, it's the solar energy or sun energy. Force applied to lift a heavy object is the muscular force, and heat energy of the earth is known as the geothermal energy. Now circle the odd one out. Sun, wind, water, force, it is the force. Rest all are forms of energy. Lever, screw, energy, pulley, it is energy. Rest all are the tools. Force, work, time, energy. Okay. What is the odd one here? Energy. Rest all are used for force. Muscular force, frictional force, gravitational force or solar energy. Solar energy is the odd one. Now you have to define force in the short answer questions. You have to write the definition of force. Okay. Name some simple machines that we have learned in this chapter. How are force and work related to each other? Okay. So you have to tell us what is the calculation used to do the work. Okay, name 2 sources of energy and which is the ultimate source of energy. All right. So what then you have to talk about the effects of the force in the long answer question. So what are the things that force can do? All right. Now what are machines, and you have to talk about the simple machines. Okay, 5 type of simple machines that are used. Then give 2 examples of machines which are used at home, okay, in which one form of energy is converted into another. Okay, so which are the things that are used at home where energy is required. Okay, and why is it difficult to walk on ice? Because of the friction that comes from the ice. So you have to explain that and write short notes on atomic energy and electrical energy. All right. So now critical thinking skills. When fuel is burnt, chemical energy gets converted into heat energy. What are the types of energy conversions in the following case? Solar cell. Okay, in a solar cell or a battery that we use, okay, light energy is converted into electrical energy. Okay, then an electric bulb. Electrical energy gets converted into light. So when you lit the bulb, light is produced. An electrical motor, okay, electrical energy into mechanical energy. The motor starts running or working. So that's when it is changed. So now case-based study. Sometimes we have to use some tools to do work. Such tools are called simple machines. Example, we use a pair of scissors to cut. Here scissors is a tool, okay, or a simple machine. These simple machines, they help us to do our work faster with less effort. Lever is used to lift weights or cut articles. Example, seesaw, nutcracker, bottle opener. Now what is an inclined plane? It is used to move heavy objects to a higher or a lower place. Okay. Example, a wooden plank is used to load heavy objects onto truck. Pulley is used to raise or lower or move a object or a weight, okay, and has a grooved wheel and a rope. Example, to draw water from the well. Wheel and axle, the wheel is a larger object and it rotates around the smaller circular object which is called the axle. Example, a steering wheel, a bicycle pedal and a screwdriver. A screw looks like a nail with grooves cut into it. It is used to hold things together. The wedge has 2 inclined planes ending in sharp objects. Okay. This helps in cutting the hard things. Example, an axe or knife or a razor. Now, which of the following is used to lift objects? We use a pulley, okay, to lift the objects. Now, which of the following is used to cut objects? To cut objects, we use the wedge, okay. Which of the following is used to rotate objects? In order to rotate the objects, we use wheel and axle, okay. And what are simple machines? The machines that make our work faster, help us to do work faster and with less effort, okay. Now, life skills. Electricity is a form of energy. This energy is used for heating, lighting, watching TV, working on computers, etc. We use different gadgets that work on electricity. Energy saved is energy produced. So now, what are the different habits that people have, and are they good habits or bad habits? Should we save energy or not save energy is what you have to mention depending on these different criteria mentioned here. Like, do your family members sit in their rooms and watch TV along with their dinner? Is it good habit or bad habit? Do you use LED bulbs and tube lights? Okay, are you in a habit of switching off lights and fans when not in use, which is a very good way of saving electricity? Do your family members prefer the use of staircase instead of lift whenever possible? It should be done because it helps you to stay fit and healthy as well, okay, and saves electrical energy as well. So, does your house have enough sunlight or do you use bulbs and tube lights? Okay. Do you open the refrigerator door quite often? Okay, and does your mother put warm food in refrigerator? Okay. So, now these are certain things that you must tell whether you do some things or not do. Okay. Now, let us do something new. You have to make an electricity brigade of 10 students. They will have surprise checks on the classrooms where lights and fans are on when the students are not there. After a week, make an announcement in the assembly about the defaulter class. Okay? Make a list of things around your house that are simple machines and give the use of that machine and also its type. Now, explore. Frictional force is the force that opposes motion, but this force is helpful in our daily activities. Find out necessity of this force in the following situation. For a teacher, for vehicles on the road, for a carpenter, for camel. Okay? So, for example, the teacher, when she writes on the board with a chalk, a frictional energy is used over there, so that whatever she wants to write on the board comes on the board. Okay? So, find out more information about this, but before you do that, quickly reread the chapter, okay? Complete all the exercises, do the activities, and then start exploring about more information about all the other things. Alright children, get going.